I know it's been a long time since I was last live, but if you don't have much to talk about, I find it's best to stay away. Uh, but now I've got something to share, so I'm back. I'm going to be talking about mental health. You know, I've been posting about being a warrior, being a warrior, being a warrior. So that's something I want to talk about once again. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Everyone who's joining, thank you so much. And I say good morning to you. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about mental health, really, just in general. I'm not going to go into in depth because I'm a general nurse, so I don't know much about mental health, but I know some of the struggles we go through as humans. We find ourselves being worrisome, anxious, stressed, distraught, this and this, and at best times it's a one-off occasion, but sometimes there are those who are unable to what stop. They carry on, carry on, carry on. So I'm trying to just stop. They carry on, carry on, carry on. So I'm trying to just stop. They carry on, carry on, carry on. So I'm trying to just mental health problem, one issue or another, lots of problems. I'm not going to go into it. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just someone who wants to overcome. And I take this time to say thank you to everyone who's joining. So I'll be talking. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just getting on with the subject at hand. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody who's joining. I really appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Now, I was reading, you know, on mental health websites. There's this one, they talk about mindfulness. Because I realize most of the time when you're worried, do you know that you have gone into tomorrow? You've gone into 2 weeks, months, years ahead. You have gone into ahead. So you start thinking, oh, what's going to happen tomorrow? What if this and this doesn't work out? What this and this? And you're stressing yourself about tomorrow, where you cannot go in tomorrow. You cannot go into tomorrow to see how things are going to be. I like this passage in the Bible. It says, do not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. But as humans, we can't help it. We just want to figure things out. But guess what? It wears us out. This is where mindfulness comes into play. What is mindfulness? It's all about being in the present. You are thinking about what you're doing right now, about your surroundings, about the here and the now. So it will help you to live one day at a time, because as humans, that's what we need, to live one day at a time. Trying to live 3 hours, 4 hours. Yes, we make plans, we make goals, but we need to live in the here and the now, because trying to figure out tomorrow is just too stressful. So that's mindfulness. That's why it's become a big deal. Be living in the now, in the present, aware of what you're doing. That's one. And I found another one. It's called acceptance and awareness. What's that all about? Well, I'm going to read. That is when you are aware about what you're thinking about. Let's face it, most of the time we are not even aware about what we're thinking about. A thought just pops into our head and we run with it. And without knowing, maybe we're running with a thought that's super negative, and our whole day gets derailed. So you are being aware of what you're thinking about. Do not just let any thought run through your head. Pay attention to what's coming in your mind. Pay attention to what you're thinking about. If any negative or contrary thoughts in your mind, pay attention to what you're thinking about. If any negative or contrary thoughts come, no, pay attention to what you're thinking about. If any negative or contrary thoughts come, no, I do not want to be thinking about that. No, that's not true. Or contrary thoughts come, no, I do not want to be thinking about that. No, that's not true. No, that's not true. And if you're having this kind of thoughts, what do you think is going to happen? And if you're having this kind of thoughts, what do you think is going to happen? And if you're having this kind of thoughts, what do you think is going to happen? Are they really people who are after me? What's happened? Can you still hear me, or it has stopped recording? What's happened? Can you still hear me, or it has stopped recording? I hope. What's happened? Can you still hear me, or it has stopped recording? I hope it hasn't stopped recording. Oh, can you still hear me, or it has stopped recording? I hope it hasn't stopped recording. Or stopped recording. Then you have to ask yourself, why do I feel sabotaged? Why do I feel that everything I'm doing is not working out? Why do I feel that there are roadblocks in everything that I'm doing? Is it that I'm heading in the wrong direction? You have to ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself these questions. Why is nothing working out? Ask yourself the questions, because these thoughts do not just come for nothing. They come because something is triggering them. Something is happening in your life. Maybe you see the same person everywhere you go. So obviously you're bound to think they're following you. Maybe you've applied for a job somewhere. One moment they say yes, and the other moment they are telling you no. So that's making you to think, why did they say yes the first time? And why are they saying no now? So something is triggering what you're thinking. But if nothing like that is happening, you have to think, so why am I thinking like this? Where can I go to get help for these kind of thoughts I'm having? Because there is nothing to evidence my feelings. I haven't seen any certain person following me. I haven't been sabotaged anywhere. So what is going on? You have to ask yourself these questions. So you ask yourself, what can I do to rectify what is happening? Do I need help? Where can I turn to for this help? What kind of help will they give me? You need to know, you need to go to the right people, because not everyone is equipped to help people. Not everyone is equipped. So you make sure you go to the right people. Will it improve my situation or maintain it? Because there are some people who are not going to help you improve. They're going to help you maintain it, cope with what's going on. But sometimes you don't want to cope. You want to get rid of those negative thoughts completely. So you have to figure out, what do you want from the help you're going to get? What do you want? What's the outcome you want? Why do you want to get rid of it? Because negative thoughts are a peace stealer. They steal your peace. So don't let them rob you of your peace or cause you unnecessary stress, worry, anxiety, fear, and depression. Don't let them. Because at the end of the day, You are in control of your mind. It's your mind. It's your mind. Like I was saying, your mind is an asset. Your asset. You are supposed to manage it, maintain it, improve it. What do they do to assets? They develop them, they renovate them. Yeah, so transform your mind so that you think better, you become resilient, you become a warrior. Yes, 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 yes. So you are in charge of your asset, this mind. You are in charge of it. You are capable of filtering what goes through it. You are capable of filtering. But for that to happen, you need to be actively aware of what is coming through your mind. Stand at the doorpost of your mind and filter what is coming in and what is going out. Unfortunately, it is a 24-hour job. Filtering your thoughts, it is a 24-hour job, which is why many people do not want to do it, because it exhausts them, it wearies them, it tires them. Yeah, can you imagine just watching what you're thinking and fighting negative thoughts? A thought comes and say, you're ugly. You have to say, no, I'm not ugly. I think I'm good looking. This is the face God gave me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I can put on makeup, but sometimes makeup doesn't change anything. These are my facial features. I am happy with what I have. Thank you very much. And then a thought will come and say, oh, perhaps you should straighten your hair. Well, this is my natural hair. I happen to like it very much. I can't just be straightening it just because everybody else is doing it. What do I like? I like my natural hair. So stand at the doorpost. It's little things. Sometimes it's not big things. It's little things. You might think, oh, your eyebrows, they're invisible. What can I do about them? Can I add more? If you can add more and still look normal, they're invisible. What can I do about them? Can I add more? If you can add more and still look normal, go for it. But if you add more and you start scaring people, then don't do it. You have to look for a solution, but look for a solution that works. I'm going for small things, but there are big things that are really stressing people out, like bills, not finding a job, losing their homes. These are major stress points. So there is help out there. That is my main thing I want to tell you. There is help out there. Don't suffer in silence. Seek help. Seek help. That is what I'm just trying to point out. Seek help. Seek help. And like I was saying, actively watch what's going through your mind and filter negative thoughts out. Keep positive thoughts. Keep positive thoughts, but be open and honest with yourself. Yeah. If you want victory, strap on your armor and stand guard at the doorpost of your mind. Do not let anything slip by. Be the warrior that I know you can be. After all, we are warriors fighting to have a warrior mindset, aren't we? Yeah, I am fighting to have a warrior mindset, to be resilient, to be strong, to be able to withstand things, because a lot of things come our way. Sometimes they come to knock us down. Sometimes they come, you feel, to destroy. But if you are resilient and you are strong, you are going to keep fighting and you will win this battle called life. Battlefield of the Mind. I don't know if you have read that book by Joyce Meyer. It's quite a good read. It's quite a good read. Battlefield of the Mind. I could read it, but last time I tried to read a book, I think they didn't like that very much. So I will not read it. Yeah. So remember, ask for help. It is a sign of strength. when you know, because not every counselor is the right one for you. So do your due diligence before you just rush. Find the right people, because not everyone can handle your situation. Yeah, do your due diligence before you run for these reinforcements. It's not fear mongering, it's just reality, personal experience. Actually, find the right people for you, because not everyone who seems friendly, who seems to give you a listening ear, really wants to help. That's all I'm saying. So just be mindful of that. Do what you must to win in this battle of the mind. And the other thing is getting enough sleep, eating right, exercising, drinking enough fluids, reading the right things, listening to the right things, because you are what you think at the end of the day, just like you are what you eat. So make sure you're doing the right things, you're putting the right things. So, like, I think you've heard the term, they say garbage in, garbage out. That goes both ways, food-wise and thought-wise. So make sure you're putting in the right kind of materials in there, so that the right kind of materials will come out at the end of the day. As I'm finishing off, do your due diligence. I do not want you falling prey to any negative thoughts. Why? Because we have lost so many. They are now in the Netherlands. They feel dejected, lost, and alone. They don't even know how to come out from where they are now. Why? Because the battle was too strong. They didn't ask for help in time. But I'm asking you to ask for help now. Where's there's still time before things get too serious. But you have to be an active participant. You have to actively participate in your healing. It's not going to happen by itself. You need to actively participate in your healing process. You can win in the battle of the mind if only you're willing to stand guard. Put in the work towards building a resilient mind. Ask for help if you do not have the tools to do it alone. Remember, help is all around us for those who want it. All you have to do is ask. That is all from me for now. I hope you have found it interesting, and I want to thank each and every one of you who joined. I really appreciate it, because imagine if I'm talking to myself, that won't be any fun, will it? Yeah, so that is it. I just wanted to just motivate you. Today is Monday. As you go through the whole week, just be mindful of what you're thinking about. Yeah, filter negative thoughts out and keep negative thoughts away from your mind. Be positive in your thinking, but at the same time, be truthful and honest with yourself. Ask yourself the right questions. Why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Because sometimes you feel what you're feeling for a reason. These negative thoughts do not just come. Something would have triggered it. So you sit down, ask yourself, they say the 5 whys. Why am I feeling what I'm feeling? You answer the question why. And then you ask another why to the why you have asked. And you keep on asking until you get to the bottom of it. You will get to the bottom of it. Sometimes you could just be feeling that way because somebody said a negative comment, or somebody looked at you in a certain way, or maybe it's from early years. You know, when you're growing up, people might have been saying the same thing again and again, like you're a failure, you're never going to amount to anything. Now you have gone to school, you're educated, you've got a good job, but now you're feeling, is this really me? That's when you suffer from imposter syndrome. I was told I was never going to amount to anything. Do I really deserve to be here? Yes, you've worked hard for it. You deserve to be there. And sometimes, if you're really good at what you do, people can become jealous and try to sabotage you. And then they'll reinforce those negative thoughts. But you need to know who you are so that when people do what they do, you know, I didn't do anything wrong to them. I didn't say anything wrong. Why are they behaving thus towards me? What did I do? Sometimes you will find you didn't do anything. Like this lady, she was sharing a story about being bullied. She happened to be the only person with dark pigmentation in a workplace. So she was getting bullied for that reason. She was thinking, what did I do? I've tried to fit in. I've done this. I've done that. But still, she was getting negative feedback from everyone. Why? Because of her pigmentation. So in this situation, she started having negative thoughts. You start wishing things you're not supposed to wish. But she was clever enough to ask for help. She asked for help and her situation was rectified. Yeah? Ask for help. Ask for help. That is it. I said I was going, so I am going now. Thank you once again to everyone who joined. I really appreciate you. Bye. Have a lovely, lovely week. Yeah? Have a lovely week. Bye.